One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utah Utes offense will go on the attack first. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bean. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Kansas State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup. It's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Dropping back, it's Wells. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The lone back's got it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. With the catch, it's Warren. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, Kansas State will try to move the chains. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running to the left. Got enough for the first. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the move, it's Robbins. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So you didn't pick up the first. The short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese, every single time, every situation. Now, it's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. So after the break, they'll go back to work. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Wells. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Takes the handoff. It's Robbins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. And the Utes will call on their punt team. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Creates a little space. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Throwing on the run. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Zips it out to his man. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Utes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the move. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Wells. Grab near the sticks, it's Agbana. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Utah! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Wells. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. So now it's second and long. Looking for a crease, it's Robbins. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. We'll see if they go back to the run here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Utes send out the punt unit. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gonna sling it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Warren. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Back to throw, it's Wells. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Agbada. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Finding open areas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Utes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to...
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for the field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan.
And the Utes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Wells. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And now this offense will take the field again. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Gives it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. It's Wells. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Hand off from the shotgun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Here's a heat. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Utes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Little touch pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down? The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw, it's Wells. Quickly out to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Gonna run it. It's Payne. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Here we go. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. It's complete on the right side. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Now on the return. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready. Back on the attack. Give to the back. On the move at the 30. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Now they'll run the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football.
That ball is live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Utes! And they turn it into a defensive score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Wells. Pressure coming, and the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards on the play.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just add better